Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Sir Azman bin Ibrahim, my lecturer for IM S455. I am Nufarain binti Saidin from ST3. Today, I would like to talk about lab language. Lab language is classroom equipped with tape recorder and computer where people can practice listening and recording and talking about foreign language, having the audio equipment that allows students to record it, listen and spoken. For example, while an instructor monitor their progress. Besides that, this language is very useful for assessing student speech. This language also dedicated space for foreign language learning, which is for audio and audiovisual lesson. For the first point, type of computer and specification. Lab is a space which provide computer service to define a community. For the type of computer is, it is traditional one room. It is computer lab. Second, it is classical lab with desktop computer, handphone, and laptop. For the size is vary from phone computers. For the design, computer lab is have three key issue, which is for the first issue is schedule. The teacher must know the schedule of the computer. Second, teacher must monitoring student for computer. And for the third issue is teacher computer need to decide whether the space is bulletin or bulletin whiteboard or bulletin board.
Assalamualaikum, my name is binti Mohd Zakaria, and I will talk you about a software that can be used in the lab language. The first one is Sanako Study 1200. Sanako Study 1200 is a language that beckons students to actively participate in a language learning exercise and encouraging them to practice more than is currently possible in a traditional classroom environment. Language Lab improve teaching for teachers and learning for students. Sanako Study 1200 is an advanced language learning solution that offers listening-based as well as the intensive voice-based activities. The second one is Smart Class Plus. Smart Class Plus is language lab system help to improve student speaking skill both inside or outside class. It works with all platforms like laptops, tablets, smartphones, and let students bring their own devices to class. Smart Class Plus is easy to use and very flexible. The third one is Open Simulator. Open Simulator for tech server teachers out there. This program is one of the creative and educational learning option for games. OpenSim is the perfect cross between games and conference. It allows for virtual world where students from over the world can meet using avatars. Let's move on to the hardware that can be used in a lab language. The first first one is the foreign teacher master solution audio data switch. Audio data switch is a hardware used in the language lab that can be used as a remote control, system setting, and monitor. It has a high quality Federative video processor and a RJ11 Pro headset. The audio data which functions facilitate the teaching of audio broadcasting, screen broadcasting monitor, video on demand, and electronic dictionary. The second one is GV211OB Digital Language Lab Classroom Show. The two students use one terminal and one monitor. One student uses one USB, keyboard, and mouse. Student can watch a video. It has been function of a language lab. The hardware is very simple to connect and good silent transmissions. It covers all the functions of a simulated language with a dual broadcast. The third one is sound system GV411OB. This is a hardware for a language lab. It covers all the functions of a simulated language lab with use audio on demand, so that students can select an audio learning resource and broadcast into his own terminal. The terminal supported WAV, MP3, WMA, RA, AC3, APE, AIF, and also demand AVI, WMV, RM, RMVB, MPEG, ASF, MOV, and it also have synchronous playback of sound and text that can be broadcast synchronously, and simultaneous interaction for teachers can select 1 to 12 students to interact simultaneously and transfer their voice to other students. And next is GD313-110 Language Lab Training Speech. This is a hardware for language lab user. It is used as an audio on demand, so that student can select audio learning resource and broadcast to the terminal. And is Seneco headset. Seneco headset is a professional headset with microphone specifically designed for durability in the classroom and delivers the clearest sound quality in any lab or computer classroom. And there is a projector and screen for the language lab. There is a optical device that projects an image onto a projector screen. A projection screen is installation consisting of a surface had a support structure used for displaying and project image for the view of an audience. And lastly is the full set of HP desktop. Desktop consists of preload computer, assistive language learning software, wide range of information and communication technology applications will be provided for searching, teaching, and learning foreign language. Computer assisting language learning eliminates the use of traditional drills and practice system, and introduce technology enhanced language learning systems, full set of speech stop.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafiqah binti Sharom. Today I would like to present about network architecture. Network architecture is design of the computer network. There are two types of network architecture, which is the peer-to-peer network and client-server network. Peer-to-peer network is a network in which all of the computers are linked together with equal privilege and responsibilities to processing the data. Client-server network is a network model designed for the end user called client to access the resources such as song, video, and other from a computer central known as server. To set up the architecture, first, all of the computer in the lab need to connect to a router. one end of the Ethernet cable to a computer network cut. Meanwhile, the other end needs to be connected to a router. After that, the server management program on the Windows server to set all the named domain. Next, restart the computer and then the computer can log on to the server. On this language lab, teacher and student can communicate easily. For example, when student 1 wants to send data to student 2, the data needs to send a request for admission to the server before it will send to the student 2. The server will respond to client to student 1 to start the communication to student 2. The server will be installed with software for the client to access. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ain Syakirah, binti Mohd Akhir from ST3. Now I want to about layout of computer setup. When we want to build a lab, we have to make a layout of computer setup, which we want to identify what kind of network we want to use. Our assignment, we get a language lab. They have 30 PC with one trainer that connected to physical and IC port to the switch port, and then they have firewall, router, and to get internet. With this layout of computer setup, sure our user get the best speed when they're surfing the internet. Before that, we have to identify what kind of lab we want to book. Example for us is we want to book a language lab. Now, what the thing that we to connect it to get the internet. This layout we can see they have port switch. What is the port switch? The basic function that any switch is supposed to perform is to receive information from any sources connected to it and dispatch that inform to the appropriate destination only. Distinct different switch from hub. Hub get the information and towards that to every other device in the network. Switch to create a separate collision domain for each switch port. Each device connected to a switch port can transfer data from the other port at any time, or the transmission will not internet. As we can see, they have a router here. Router is a networking device that forward data packet between computer network. Router perform the traffic directing function on the internet. Data sent through the internet, such as web page, email, is in the form of data packet. Firewall is a network security device that monitor incoming and outgoing network traffic and decided whether to allow or block specific traffic based on a defined set of security rules. Firewall have been at first line of defense in network security for over 25 years. After we go to firewall, we going to the router. What the function of router in this layout? Router in networking is a device that forward data packet between computer network. Router perform the traffic directing function on the internet. Data sent through the internet, such as a web page, email, email is in the form of data packet. The layout of computer setup is a very important when to build a language lab. So we have to identify what kind of lab we want to build. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sarah and I'm going to explain about the floor plan of our language lab. The room condition of our language lab has a simple look. The position of the table serves as a great instruction room where students learn language from an instructor in front of the room. With everyone facing at the same direction, it allows instructor to see the faces of the students, with which to read nonverbal cues as whether the students are learning the material or need more help. It is also similar to the layout of other class environments, emphasizing that students are there to learn. The lab can be filled by 30 students for each computer and is complete with all language lab facilities such as chairs, tables, screen for projector, entrance door, window, computers, and everything. Thank you.